Got some good financial news today. Wee African boy I was sponsoring has been eaten by a lion. Hey, it's me, shit fart. I blocked your number that night after you blew me in my car. PM me if you want to talk again. Sorry. Quick survey about your counseling experience. Would you like to share with us any concerns you have about your counseling or BetterHelp experience? I mentioned how I thought I might have bipolar disorder and specifically abandonment issues. Didn't respond for 3 days and counting. Mate, I just shat myself. I'm in Leanne's fucking bed. Figured you're a dad, so will you know how to clean it up before she wakes up? Send pics. Oh, I've lifted the big bits, but the stains won't clear. What strain of weed will make me feel like I grew up with a father? Kids these days, eating Tide Pods, have no idea their car has a tank of Mountain Dew to wash it down with. Kids eating Tide Pods and don't even realize their cars have secret chocolate fountains. You young punks got it easy today. Back in my day, we had to do it the hard way. Buying a dog? Hi, yes, I want to be absolutely devastated in like 11 years or so. This cactus was recently stolen from my porch. The culprit probably took it because of the pot it's in. I know it's cool, that's why I bought it. However, the cactus inside is my favorite plant. It is a Cereus tetragonus cactus, about 4 inches tall and 3 inches wide. I will be leaving an empty pot on the porch it was taken from in hopes that my favorite cactus will be returned unharmed. I would be happy to even trade another plant for it, as I'm glad my collection inspired the thief to show an interest in plants. Any information on the whereabouts of my cactus will be greatly appreciated. My neighbor has dementia, and he went to a funeral today, and at the reception he thought he was on holiday and wrote, "Thanks for a lovely stay, we've had a great time," in the condolence book. Can I get a light roast? You've got no tits, but I'd still smash. Africa is a shithole. 20% of the population lives in poverty, 1 in every 6 go hungry every night, 60,000 drug deaths each year, constantly at war, run by corrupt politicians. Just kidding, that's America. Why didn't you confess your love to your crush during the missile crisis alert? What did you have to lose? Did this. She actually said yes. Feel amazing. Feel even more amazing once I find out that the alert wasn't actually real and I'll get to keep living with her by my side. She texts back shortly after saying that she doesn't actually like me and only said yes because she thought we were about to die and she wanted me to be happy in my final moments. Fuck this shit, I wish I was nuked. Me, slapping my older brother in the face with his own hand. Ha, stop hitting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself? Sister-in-law. Is this why you wanted an open casket? How to tie a Windsor knot. Men's fashion. I'm here because I never knew my father. University bookstore workers stole $20,000 worth of textbooks, police say. I hope he returned those 2 books. I noticed the usage of feminazi has dropped off considerably now that anti-feminists have decided that the Nazis weren't all that bad actually. NASA. We will have a mass shooting on the moon by 2055. Here I sit, broken-hearted, came to shit, but only farted. Good Boy Airlines, where the pilot is literally a dog. Dumb blonde fucks 320 million people all at once. Emergency help wanted. I lied when I got my job. I told them I had a kid so I could leave early to pick him up from daycare, take him to doctor's appointments, and occasionally miss a day when he's sick. Long story short, I'm in too deep. I didn't think it through. Looking to rent a kid for Bring Your Child to Work Day. Must be a boy ages 4 to 6 with curly brown hair who plays soccer. Essentially, he has to look like the stock photo in the frame on my desk. Also must be artistic as the macaroni noodle drawings I made seem a little advanced for someone his age. He also needs to respond to My Little Picasso as that's what my wife and I call him. Also, I will pay extra for someone willing to play the role of my wife when dropping him off. Her name is Maggie and she's named after her grandma and she's a defense attorney who often brings her work home. You know what, just message me for details. Serious inquiries only. It's not drinking alone if you're pregnant. My favorite snack monster. Your snack monster is a cute little chubby. This is why we are best friends, lol. Trained psychologist. Hitting your kids can cause them to be violent adults. Twitter genius. I was hit and I never turned out violent. That's why I can't wait to hit my own kids when I get them. What do you look like? I'm ugly. Lol, you right. You freaky though? Nintendo Switch console plus Zelda. $100 because my son is ungrateful. I got my ungrateful son Kyle a brand new Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Little did I know I would catch him looking at homosexual pornography on our family computer. His loss is your gain. $100 Nintendo Switch. First come, first serve. More adults have died from eating laundry pods than kids. Yeah, I'm the queen of deep thinking, probably. Well, I consider myself the king of deep thinking, not to be boastful. What's one of your deep thought you think about? How do I know I'm not retarded and everyone's just pretending to be my friends because they feel bad for me? Yesterday I read, at some point in your childhood, you and your friends went outside to play together for the last time, and nobody knew it. What if one day you woke up and your nipples were completely gone, like no scars or anything, just flat skin, then once you leave your room you find out your dad died last night, and several days later you find out that for your entire life he had been sneaking into your room while you slept and sucking on your chest to make two gigantic hickeys where your nipples should be because you were born without them, not for any sexual reason, just so you would fit in? God bless you, Dad. I don't care if you called me Islamophobic because it's true. Yes, I'm scared of Muslims. Never know if they have a bomb or not. I don't make the rules. I know what you mean. I get really uncomfortable when I see a young white male like you walk into an elementary school or a movie theater. What the fuck? Don't make rape jokes. How is that a hard concept to grasp? What's wrong with rope jokes? A string goes into a bar. The bartender goes, "We don't serve your kind." String leaves, twists himself up and parts his hair and comes back. "Aren't you the same guy from just a minute ago?" the bartender asks. "I'm afraid not," says the piece of string. And then he got raped. The orangutan has the longest childhood dependence on the mother of any animal in the world.
You should meet my kids! I'm kidding, of course. I lost the custody battle and haven't seen my children in years.
Overweight German man who joined ISIS says they used him as a sex slave. My wife is so much better looking than me that a cashier just put a plastic divider down in the middle of our groceries. The show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, shows just how useless the information we teach our children is to adults. Today, I have consumed 44 Tic Tacs. They taste better when you share them with friends. I don't have friends. It's all good in the hood, I replied cheerfully. But deep down I knew there were many socioeconomic problems in the hood. 1960, with a high school diploma. Here's your job, which is totally capable of supporting a 5-person family and owning a home. 1960, with a college degree. Here's a giant bag of money and a cadre of people to jerk you off for the rest of your life. Congratulations! 2017 with 2 bachelor's degrees, a master's, a trade, and experience. You might have to just work at Walmart for a while. At least you don't live in Somalia or something. Here's an article by a baby boomer about why your generation is lazy. It would be funny if it didn't hurt inside. Hey girl, you want some good sex? No. Then you came to the right guy. Scientist, the eclipse will be just like this. People, wow, you were right. Scientist, now about climate change. Just shut up, egghead.
Yeah, shut up, science bitch. Oh, come on, dude.
Condom, Trojan pleasures, ecstasy, fire and ice. 1 star. I ended up pregnant, for real though. I'm happily the mother of a 1-year-old, but have no one to help me use the rest of the box. I spilled baked beans all over myself watching Cars 2 in theaters, and a black teenager shouted, "This nigga eating beans!" and everyone laughed. Life is like soccer, because my mom signed me up for it and expects me to try my best, even though I fucking hate soccer. When you are dead, you don't even know that you are dead. It's only a pain for others. Same thing when you're stupid. My brother is dying in the hospital. He is an alcoholic. It was a single event that put him in the ICU, but it was also 15 years of this horrible disease that got him there. I love my brother, but it is what it is. I tried to stop this train, but I couldn't and can't. My goal is not to be haunted by his face as I watch him die. He does what he does. May Stardust reach you in your travels.
Haha, you said ass!
There should be something like Tinder, but instead of sex, you find someone who physically resembles your father and he tells you he's proud of the man you turned out to be, and you tell him you understand why he left and that you grew up stronger because of it. After that, you could have sex too, I guess, but that wouldn't be the focus of the app. It's my birthday. PM me stuff. Go wild. It finally happened. My first inbox nude. 'Twas a guy though, but he looked good, so congrats on him. I'd rate him 8 out of 10. All in all, this was quite disappointing. I expected more from you ladies. When you live in Europe and you're laughing about the possible end of net neutrality, but then you realize most of your entertainment is provided by the US citizens who won't be able to post anything on the internet anymore. The US government deciding which basic human right it's going to make us beg them to keep every month.